2016, some dude started fucking with us, man. Motherfucker had a gun. And it was just like, it was so crowded, you couldn't miss anybody, dude. It's just...
They couldn't get out of the way if they wanted to.
Bam! Thumped on him, and like 20 people jumped in and beat the fuck out of that dude, whoever it was.
This dude kept on going, charge it back, charge it back. So fucking hell of people, yeah. Wham, dude. It was like 2 circles for a while, and then it turned into hourglass, and then the shit just started going.
The chicks were fighting. There's like 3 chicks just wham, slap here, slap there, scratch, punch. It's like fun.
At times, we think of them as sort of the rebels of the school, kind of outsiders. They dress a little bit differently than, and I'm saying they in a general sense, and maybe it's only 2 or 3, but you see the most outlandish ones, and that's what you're thinking of.
I just feel that Reno's program was very, very beneficial in saving a kid that perhaps society would have lost. Because if he had dropped out of school, there probably would have not been anything for that young man. There was no work for him. His skills were not developed as well as they could have been. Reno's program makes it happen.
We have had kids come from his program and come back into the mainstream or our program, and they seem a lot more responsible.
To be a good teacher, you got to be a good person, you got to be an actor, you got to be a lot of things, but you got to be concerned about people. And some people have concern for people, but they don't show it. He shows it.
Teaching is a way of life, and Reno lives to teach. I know I'm number 2. And I knew from the beginning I would be number 2. And as long as it wasn't another person, I can handle that. His heart is driven by being with these young people and in a way translating to them that he is just like they are and they are just like everyone else.
Okay, I'd like to have your attention, please. Good morning. Good morning. These name tags go on the outer garment towards the center of your body so that everyone can see it. The purpose of these tags is so that we know who you are. Who you are is pretty important to yourself, but in this class, it's going to be pretty important to everyone. My name, Mr. Taini, T-A-I-N-I, Taini. There are 87 days in the semester. Out of these days, there'll be probably several weekends. Out of these days, there'll be 14 overnights, at least, probably more. So besides the 87 days that happen in regular school, there'll probably be a plus 11. School starts today, ends June 13th. In this class, we'll do a lot of things. Openness to experience. Are you ready to go out that door and meet people you've never met and do things you've not done? You've been on the planet for a few years. You have some rights. And you're all in school. When this is over, I want to make sure you're able to take responsibility. That's all. Whoever crawls through that door, whoever stumbles through that first day, the first 30 of them, they're in the class. They choose to be here. If they can't make it, they choose to leave, and it's okay. People choose to come into this program usually about the time they're fed up with the school, after they've had some problems with the law. I guess we're kind of a safety net to keep them from slipping through the cracks in that system. It's been set up to accumulate these young people, and it's been engineered to feed them into the society in such a way that they can actually make a contribution to the society. Of course, before you do anything with them, you're going to have to build up their self-esteem. It's an interdisciplinary class based on the concept of the one-room schoolhouse. Without that, I don't think I could move as fast as I do with these young people. Where'd you come from? Where'd you live?
I lived in Daly City till about 2 years ago, and then my mom threw me out, and I had to go live with my dad in Richmond. And then he threw me out, so I came back here to live with my mom. Mm-hmm. And then, like, I didn't really go to school before, because they always told me to drop out. And if I ain't gonna go to school, they always told me to quit. So I just never really went.
What prompted you to get in the wilderness school?
I like outdoors, like, you know, the mountains and stuff. Like, The city's pretty trashed. When I was 5 years old, I came from Italy, Naples. You know, I'd like really to graduate because nobody's ever graduated in my family so far. I'd be the first. And that's pretty neat.
Anything else you want the class to know about you?
You know, I like the cap, so if I ever throw a cap, you know, I don't mean it. It's just my nature. That's
You like to make fun of people?
No, you know, I like to make people happy. I like to see people happy.
Oh.
See, I'm gonna be a comic when I grow up. I am grown up, but you know, I like to be a comedian.
What did you do when you didn't go to school?
Go get high with friends or something like that. Go party somewhere else. Not even bother with school. You know, for like a couple years, used to do that. When I heard about this class, you know, they said, you know, it's only a couple people, and they used to, you know, try to really help you about, you know, your credits, what you're doing. Try to get your, you know, your stuff together, your life. Try to keep going, try to graduate.
Are you behind now, David?
Yeah. So I don't know if I'm gonna graduate.
Do you want it?
Yes, I really want to try.
Really what I want out of this class is to meet new people and, you know, go to new places where I've never been before. Because, I don't know, most of my life I've been in Daly City, and this sucks pretty much. And it's boring. It's just all city, and I never really went camping and out in the open where there's no pollution. And
What is it that really turns you off about school?
teachers don't treat you as a person. They just treat you as a student, and, well, not really as a student, but just as somebody lower than them.
Mm-hmm.
They don't treat you as an equal.
This ain't funny.
Well, Thais, listen, it's very important. I want to know who you are, and I'm sure that
Oh,
everyone else in
Thais.
here. Yeah. How do you pronounce your last name?
Chalosi.
Chalosi. What do you want out of the semester?
To go places, do things.
Okay, this is important for me to get down, and I think everyone else too. I think it's very important that you realize that you're a very crucial person here.
I was failing all my classes in the others in regular school, and Boitano told me I wouldn't last.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it looks like it'd be pretty fun to be in this class. A lot better than regular school.
Okay. What do you want out of the semester?
Well, I guess I should try and make up all the credits I lost.
I'm a skinhead. I like to go to gigs. I thrash on people. I don't know. Have a good time. That's about what my life's like.
What's a skinhead?
It,
Hey, let's explain that. I hear these terms, see, Calgin, I hear these terms, but I've also got some skin on my head, and I'm, I want to identify myself with what really the definition of that is.
it's a lifestyle. It's just like a person who's into the patriotic, into the country, like supports the local area, keeps the scene moving, because that's what it's all about.
Straight, so a skinhead would support a community.
Anybody,
Anybody.
just about anybody. Yeah.
They're not robots, are they?
No. Well, yeah, they are sort of.
Well, I'm not a robot. Okay, thanks. Thanks for that. Now, what about anything else that we should know about you as far as your past? Which is just for information, for depth of information.
I'm an artist. I like drawing. That's what I hope to make.
When did you discover that you liked drawing?
About 4.
Well, my name's Aletha Farr, and I'm basically here to make up my credit that I lost when I was a freshman because of a bunch of court junk. Well, I was born in Texas, and I came out here a long time ago. You know, I've been back and forth because me and my stepfather don't get along.
You said something about making up credits. I mean, what happened? I mean, did you just not like school, or? I mean, it's important for us to know everybody's story here. That's why we're doing this.
Well, I was sexually molested, and I had to go, to a bunch of court junk. So, they kept me out of school all the time, taking me back and forth to therapy and junk like that.
Anything you want to get out of this semester besides the grades? And do you understand what you're getting into?
No, that's, I wanted to talk to you because I didn't really know. I was listening to you yesterday, but I didn't, hear too much about what it was or anything. I don't know, just, looking forward to going camping as long as we can take showers,
Well,
You're out of class.
if we're going to go on a field trip next Thursday, what do we need to do to go on a field trip next Thursday? Equipment. You're going to need equipment. There's going to be materials. There's going to be some hardware involved. Might be not much, might be a lot, but there's going to be something. What else?
Transportation.
Transportation. What else do we have to do? First thing we have to get there, what else? Food. Yeah, you might need food. In fact, you probably will. If we took it all and added it up, wrote it down on a piece of paper, and I just say to you right now, try and keep track of it all. It's all over the place, just like you are. All over the place. And the only way that it will work is if we all do a little bit of it. I'd like you at this point to turn around and look at that. You can see that little organizing board in the back there. First of all, we do not have a budget. Our budget is earned. So in the process of coming to class, we raise the money. We have to raise about $2,000 in this program every semester. We raise the money as a group. The only way we can organize all the particles that make this class work is to divide up this class into certain areas of expertise. In this classroom, we have at least 6 major categories to deal with. We have communications people, we have equipment and resource people, we have treasury people, we have transportation people, we have records people, and we have public relations people. Now, if you fight these categories, you'll get the results of fighting it. You'll get confused, frustrated, and you won't get what you want. These are some of the things that we've done in the past. Now, I expect that if you make contact with the city manager, you'll probably be able to get a list of things that need to be done in that town. Then you decide how much time we have. The most crucial thing is they're always worried about supervision. Now, I'll be there with you. By supervision, it means you run out of litter bags. We need a couple more shovels.
Should we schedule this for like the weekend or?
This will be weekdays.
School days?
Yeah. When you take a look at your calendar, the Tuesdays are real good and Fridays are real good.
Okay.
Okay? Wednesdays and Thursdays, we're going to be training very, very hard.
Okay, Tuesdays and Fridays.
Okay?
Tuesdays and Fridays.
Okay? This is for money, not for anything else except for money. The city needs jobs done. We're a contractor.
Okay.
Okay? Now, don't let them get, if there's any problems, write them down.
Okay. You got the notebook.
Okay? I want you to attack that phone. I want you to just absolutely be able to pick that phone up and say, good morning or good afternoon. This is the Community Environmental Education Program, and this is, whomever you are, speaking. How can I help you? I want you to aggressively go out there and tackle that person. They may be just ready to give you something, or they may be just ready to tell you something, or they may be just ready to ask you something. I want you to go after that so that all of us are represented. All of us. Lisa? The calendar, yeah.
Calendar is for whether if you have an appointment or something and someone else has a date set and you can see whether or not you're free or not.
There's 4 events going to happen on one weekend. What do you want to do? The cross-country skiing, the backpack trip, this conference, or sit home and watch TV? You decide. But you can't decide something spontaneously if you don't have this thing. You pick it out before you commit, and I mean commit, you take a look at that date. We're going to fill this puppy up.
Okay, now everyone has their calendars? Hey, you have the notebook, right?
Can we have our tax deduction number?
Tax deduction number. What would you need that for?
For when we're asking people for donations,
Oh.
and they can know what number to write it
Okay.
off.
Well, I don't have the figure off the top of my head. What I have to do is call the district office, and they can give it to me very quickly. So why don't I do that? I'll do that this afternoon, and I'll put it in Reno's mailbox.
How much do we have in our district account?
Environmental education this year got $469 in your account, and that's based on a formula. Every year you get the same percentage of money that comes into the school district.
Okay, and last thing, our money is in, I guess, in the vault or whatever it is here. Now, is there a way